Hey there, I'm back with my review of upcoming Pelikan release, which is gonna happen by the end of the next week. Some of you who are watching each and every video I post probably noticed that I haven't been posting as much this week and I skipped at least 2 videos. You may say, where have you been? We were missing your pretty face. I was a bit tired of this race against myself. I've been posting 5 videos a week for a couple of months now and I needed a rest. But actually, I was too lazy this week and I didn't have enough motivation to start filming. But who cares about all that when Pelikan is planning to release their new puzzles in 1 week? You saw all 7 new puzzles on the thumbnail of this video? You may say, wait, those were not 7 puzzles? That huge pile of parts wasn't even one puzzle, that was just the random wooden pieces. But that's how 7 puzzles look after a photo shoot for a Pelikan's website, since I have to take them apart and shoot each and every piece individually, and then Pelikan grabs all these photos and put them on their website so that you can have nice beautiful pictures and you can choose which puzzle you want to buy. Before I'll show you new puzzles, I want to remind you about the book which you saw in one of my videos about a week ago. It's already available at Pelikan's website. Price is only 34 euros. If you are from United States, Canada or that part of the world, this book will be available at cubicdissection.com probably around 13th of September. And now let's talk puzzles. This time we have 7 puzzles by 5 puzzle designers, 2 puzzles by Dr. Volker Latusek, 2 puzzles by Alexander Majeric, 1 puzzle by Stefan Baumager, 1 puzzle by Asanori Yamamoto, quite unusual, and 1 puzzle by Alphonse Eichmanns. I'll start my review with 2 puzzles by Dr. Volker Latusek. And I'll start with the puzzle named Hidden Curry number 90. It's a Volker's tribute to Paul Curry. This puzzle is made of 2 different types of wood, acacia and garapa. This is a packing puzzle where you have to fit 8 parts into the tray. Sounds easy, and there are many different possibilities how you can do that, but there is a twist. You have to flip the tray upside down and fit all parts into this part of the tray. And this part of the tray has restrictions such as lips around the frame. That means when you put part inside, you have to slide it all the way to the left or to the right, up and down, and it covers a part of the piece. And you have to figure out the way how to fit all parts inside, since if you do it just quite quick trying to put all parts in, you will find that you can't fit all parts. You have to figure out the way how to fit all 8 of them, and that's going to be not as obvious as putting all 8 parts into this part of the tray. The name of the next puzzle designed by Dr. Volker Latusek is Half Soma. It is made of 2 different types of wood, pink oak for the frame and zebrana for the pieces. The Half Soma is created by cutting all 7 parts of the Soma cube in half. And the object of the puzzle is to fit all 7 parts inside the frame in such a way that they will cover the opening and will stay on top, not gonna fall down. That means that now you can see the parts are arranged in such a way that if we move them to this side, they cover the opening. But as soon as we put the frame like this, all parts are falling down. So you have to figure out the ways that the parts are staying on top. If you are a long fan of Dr. Volker Latusek or Pelikan's puzzles, you may recognize the idea of the puzzle from somewhere, and you will be right. Dr. Volker Latusek created a shrinking Soma puzzle a while ago with the similar idea, but the pieces were different, since there we had a regular Soma parts, but here we have this kind of weird looking half Soma pieces. So it's a quite interesting and a very good looking puzzle. I like the combination of woods. The zebrana looks just amazing. The name of the next puzzle is Octopus 33. It was designed by Asanori Yamamoto. This puzzle is made of 3 different types of wood, babinga, venge and garapa. The object of the Octopus 33 puzzle is to remove all 4 parts from the frame. And as you can see, the frame looks quite difficult. There are some sticking out parts there, and you have to figure out the way how to remove all these 4 exactly the same pieces from the frame. And if you take a closer look, you will find that there is only one place inside this frame where you can remove the part. It's right here on the bottom, but you have to reorganize all the parts in such a way that you can remove all of them through this cutout. And I think that the rotations are not allowed in this puzzle until the very last move, where you just have to rotate a couple of parts in order to remove them, but the rest of the moves can be done without any rotations. The only issue that I have with this puzzle, you saw my spin video, the pieces were like this, but as soon as I put it on a desk, the parts are just falling down. So I had to use some double-sided tape to tape the parts together, and only like that I was able to film that spinning video. But anyways, it's a very good looking puzzle, and it reminds me a little bit of the waffle puzzle that was released in a previous Pelikan release. The name of the next puzzle is Play Girl 2. It was designed by Alexander Majoric from Slovakia and made by Pelikan using two different types of wood, pink oak and Venge. That's a lot of pink oak this time. I think it's the first time in a history when you can buy a girlfriend for your puzzle. What does it mean? That means that if you bought a Playboy 2 puzzle in a previous Pelikan release, you can buy him a girlfriend, a Play Girl puzzle. As you can see, they look very similar, like a boyfriend and a girlfriend. They have similar shape of the frame. The only difference is that the Playboy has a V-shaped cutout on top, and the Playgirl has two cutouts, one on each side, and they are a little bit bigger than the V-shaped cutouts of the Playboy. The Playgirl has 5 parts, and again, as a Playboy puzzle, it feels like Alexander Majoric designed a cube-shaped puzzle, and then he decided to stretch the frame as well as he stretched the pieces inside and voxels inside. So instead of square voxels, we have these triangular shaped voxels, and they make this puzzle quite a challenge to solve. In my opinion, the Play Girl puzzle is a little bit more difficult to solve than the Playboy. Even though I got used to the shape of the voxels, I wasn't feeling so dizzy this time while solving the puzzle, but still it was quite a challenge to figure out how to put all 5 parts inside the frame and then to remove them from the frame. The name of the next puzzle, designed by Alexander Majoric, is Get Drunk. It was made using many different types of wood, such as pink oak, cherry, acacia, zebrana, Venge and paduk. And the look of this puzzle may remind you another puzzle designed by Alexander Majoric, which was released by Pelikan a couple of releases ago. The name of it is Bugs. In that puzzle we had 4 bugs, we had to fit them inside the frame. In this puzzle we have 6 elephants, but we have to fit inside only 5 of them. I'll talk about it a little bit later. As you can see, both puzzles look very similar, at least they have similar frame, which you can hang on the wall since there is a cutout on the back side. So when you are done solving the puzzle, you can hang it on the wall like a beautiful wooden picture. The Bugs puzzle frame was a little bit bigger, as you can see. The difference is about 1 centimeter. The Get Drunk puzzle is a little bit smaller. Now let's talk about this puzzle a little bit more. We have to fit elephants inside the frame. First of all, you have to open the frame, which the lid is held by the magnets right here, and it is so well made that it is quite difficult to figure out which side you have to move in order to open the lid. We have 6 elephants here. Each elephant has completely different trunk, and we have to figure out the way how to fit only 5 of them inside. Which 5? That's quite interesting, since this puzzle has not 1 but 3 different objects. Actually, the object is the same. You have to fit 5 elephants inside, but you have to use different elephants. These 3 elephants will be the base of each solution. But then you have to put these 2 elephants with these 3 inside. The next one will be remove one of these elephants, put this one inside, and the last one will be remove this one, put the first one back inside, and that's going to be 3 completely different assemblies, and you have to figure out the way how to put each of them inside the frame in such a way that none of them going to be sticking out, and you can close the lid. Once you're done solving it, you can hang it on a wall and it will look very beautiful. We have only 2 puzzles left to review. The name of the first one is Turtle. It was designed by Alphonse Eichmanns. This puzzle was made using 4 different types of wood, such as pink oak, jaroba, acacia and oak. The puzzle has 13 parts, and the object of the puzzle is to take it apart and reassemble it again. You may say that wait, there are only 12 parts here. 4 on this side, 4 on this side, and 4 on this side, and they go all the way to the other side of the puzzle. But where is the 13th piece? The 13th piece is hidden inside, and it looks like a turtle. That's why this puzzle has its name. If I can move a couple of parts, I will be able to show you. There is one of the legs of the turtle, and maybe I can even try to show you where is the back of the turtle. It is right here inside. Maybe it is too dark there and you can't see it, but it is right in the middle. This puzzle is quite difficult to solve. It takes a lot of steps to take it apart and then the same number of steps to assemble it again. The disassembling is quite a challenge, but not as challenging as assembling it back together, especially if you leave the puzzle disassembled for a couple of hours at least, or days. Then it will be just a nightmare to figure out the way how to assemble it again. And I don't even know if it will be possible to do without using any help. Despite of the difficulty level, this is a very beautiful puzzle and it is nice to have such a beauty in a collection. And finally, the last puzzle from the next Pelikan release. The name of it is Drugstore. It was designed by Stefan Baumager from Austria. This puzzle was made using 4 different types of wood, such as jadoba, American walnut, maple and venge. Also, a small piece of brass was used to make a pipe of the drugstore. You can see it right there in the middle. This puzzle has 13 parts and the object of it is to take it apart and to assemble it again. You can see only 12 parts of this puzzle outside, since the 13th piece is the drugstore itself and it is hidden inside. This puzzle is extremely difficult. It takes a lot of steps to take it apart, quite complicated steps, since sometimes you have to move like 4 or 5 or even more pieces at the same time, and that counts as a one move only. So it is very difficult to figure out how to take it apart and even more difficult to assemble it back together. I haven't solved this puzzle yet, but I had to take it apart in order to take photos of the pieces for the Pelikan's website, and I had to use burr tools for that. The disassembling with the burr tools was not so hard. I just had to follow the moves, but the assembling was just a nightmare. I tried to assemble it back like 3 or 4 times, and after putting like 6 or 8 parts together, I had to start from the very beginning, since the moves were just insane. I had no idea how to do them and had to start again and again until I was able to assemble it. So if you're a fan of difficult and beautiful puzzles, Drugstore is exactly what you are looking for. All 7 puzzles you saw in this review will be available at Pelikan's website by the end of the next week, and in about 3 or 4 weeks in a couple of other puzzle shops around the world. If you want to buy the book about puzzle boxes, which was mentioned in this video, it is already available at Pelikan's website. That's it for today. Let me know which of 7 new puzzles you like the most and which of these puzzles you are planning to buy. And if you bought Fermat puzzle from the previous Pelikan release, let me know how was your experience in solving that puzzle. Thank you for watching, like, subscribe, and see you on Monday, if I'm not too lazy to film a new video.